Listen carefully, because this might piss you off, but maybe that's exactly what you need. Because what I'm about to tell you might be the one thing that changes the entire direction of your life. Here's the harsh truth. 99% of people fail. They fail in their dreams. They fail in their goals. They fail in becoming the person they were born to be. And do you know the saddest part? They don't fail because they weren't smart enough. They don't fail because they weren't talented enough. They don't fail because they didn't have opportunities. They fail because they gave up. They fail because they listened to fear louder than their own potential. They fail because they convinced themselves, maybe I'm not meant for more. Sound familiar? Let's be real. Right now, maybe you're sitting there with dreams so big they scare you. Maybe you've got ideas in your head that keep you awake at night. But every time you try to chase them, something pulls you back. Fear, doubt, excuses. That voice inside that says, what if I fail? What if people laugh? What if I'm not good enough? You know exactly what I'm talking about. Maybe you've started things before and never finished. Signed up for the gym but quit after 2 weeks. Promised yourself you'd wake up early only to hit snooze again and again. Told yourself you'd finally chase that dream, but instead kept scrolling, kept waiting, kept delaying. And every time you quit, a piece of you died inside. Every time you settled, your fire dimmed just a little more. That's why 99% fail. Not because life is unfair, not because the world is too hard, but because they let themselves become prisoners to their own mind. They keep saying, someday. And you know what happens? Someday turns into years, and years turn into regret. I want you to picture something. Imagine yourself 10 years from now, standing in front of the mirror. But instead of pride, you see regret staring back at you. Regret for the chances you never took. Regret for the dreams you buried under fear. Regret for the life you could have lived, but didn't. That is the fate of the 99%. But here's the good news. You don't have to be one of them. But listen closely. There's a reason you're hearing these words right now. Because deep down, you already know you're not like everyone else. You're tired of living small. You're tired of settling. You're tired of watching your life pass by while you stand on the sidelines. And maybe, just maybe, you're ready to break out. See, the difference between the 99% who fail and the 1% who rise is not luck, it's not money, it's not connections. It's one thing: decision. The 1% make a decision that no matter what, they will not quit. They will not stop. They will not let fear win. And that's what I'm asking you right now. Are you willing to decide? Because the truth is, you don't need to have it all figured out. You don't need to be the smartest. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to start and refuse to quit. Think about it. Every person you admire, every legend, every success story, every icon, they weren't born different. They were just like you. Afraid, doubtful, insecure. But they made a choice, and that choice created their destiny. The only difference between you and the people you look up to is that they did not stop when it hurt. They did not quit when it got hard. They did not let failure be the end.
Failure was their beginning. And that, my friend, is how you become the 1%. You see, most people, the moment they feel pain, they quit. The moment it gets hard, they back out. The moment they don't see results fast enough, they give up. But not the 1%. The 1% feel the pain and keep moving. They feel the doubt and keep believing. They fail and get back up again. That's what makes them unstoppable. And that's what can make you unstoppable. So here's the truth bomb you need to swallow. If you want to be the 1%, you must be willing to do what 99% won't. You must be willing to suffer, to be laughed at, to be doubted, to be uncomfortable, to keep going even when no one claps for you. Because one day, all those sacrifices will turn into strength. All those lonely nights will turn into victories. And all those struggles will become the story that inspires millions. Listen to me carefully. You don't get this life twice. You don't get to rewind the clock. You don't get to hit reset. This is it. This is your chance. This is your moment. And every second you waste, every excuse you make, every dream you delay, you're digging yourself deeper into the 99%. But you don't belong there. I know it. And deep down you know it too. Because something inside you is screaming, I'm meant for more. I can't die average. I can't leave this world without showing what I'm capable of. And that voice, that's your future self calling out to you. The version of you that refused to quit. The version of you that broke the chains. The version of you that became unstoppable. But here's the catch. That version of you doesn't just magically appear. You have to fight for it. You have to earn it. You have to bleed for it. Because greatness is not given. It is forged. Every drop of sweat, every sacrifice, every battle with yourself, that is how the 1% are made. So I'm asking you right now, are you going to keep living like the 99%? Comfortable, safe, regretful? Or are you ready to rise? Are you ready to step into the pain, the doubt, the fear, and push through it? Because let me tell you, when you finally decide, when you finally stop making excuses, when you finally choose to fight for your dream like your life depends on it, something inside you will ignite. Something unstoppable will wake up. And from that moment on, nothing, and I mean nothing, will ever be able to break you. One day, you will look back at this very moment, and you'll realize this was the day everything changed. Not tomorrow, not next week, not someday. Today. This is the moment where you drew the line in the sand, where you said, enough. Enough excuses, enough waiting, enough living like the 99%. Because from this moment on, you are stepping into the 1%. And don't get it twisted, it won't be easy. There will be nights you cry yourself to sleep, days you feel like giving up, times when no one believes in you. But remember this, it's not supposed to be easy. It's supposed to break you down so you can rebuild stronger. It's supposed to test you so you can prove how badly you want it. It's supposed to hurt because growth only comes through pain. That's the price of being the 1%. And most people aren't willing to pay it. But you're not most people. You're still here, still listening, still hungry. That means you're different. That means you've got something inside you they don't. So don't waste it. Don't let your fire die out. Don't let your dream become another regret. Don't let the world put you back in the box you were born to break out of. Because the truth is, you were not born to be average. You were not born to be ordinary. You were not born to settle. You were born to rise. You were born to fight. You were born to be epic. So the next time you feel weak, remember this moment. The next time you feel like quitting, remember these words. The next time fear whispers you can't, scream back with everything you've got. Watch me. Because that's how you prove them wrong. That's how you prove yourself right. That's how you rise from the 99% and claim your place in the 1%. So get up, start now, do the work.